fellas. Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Forced out to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Out of the gun. Gone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Steps away to his left. Airing it out for Olsen. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Muscles him off. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A fantastic connection that time. Newton to Funchess. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, They're counting on their receiver to be just
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Goff. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Being chased out, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Aaron Donald able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's letting, and he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And that's caught inside the 35. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 48 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here's Goff now on second down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. To throw is gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Newton on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught inside the 25. A fantastic connection that time. Newton to Funchess. 52 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Fighting through. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Goff now looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man. Complete. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Carolina. DJ Moore. 88 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken in at the 1. Spinning past him. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the end zone, gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I think a free play now for Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Now it's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10. Goff again. A deep ball for Gurley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now Newton on 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Panthers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Newton now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them caught.
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put your...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Set. 180. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Mario Addison in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house.